You mentioned the fan movements and the protests and the reverse boycott and the T-shirts and the chants and everything that's happening here in Oakland and across the country, honestly, and probably is going to continue for the rest of the season. I don't think any of that, and I won't speak for them, I don't think that's aimed at Las Vegas. I think it's aimed at the A's and at Major League Baseball. But is Las Vegas seeing that, hearing that, paying attention to that?
Oh, absolutely hearing it. I mean, you can't miss it. If you watch ESPN, you can't miss it. You can't miss it on sports.
It's being documented.
Yeah, it's been well documented. People in the fans hear it, and they know it. They know it's not directed at Vegas.
Yeah.
It's directed at the ownership of the team, and that's what concerns them. And it's what's interesting is the fan base are putting up signs saying, "Be warned, Vegas," about the ownership. I've had little contact with the ownership. I wish I've had more. I've met Mr. Fisher briefly up in Carson City I've talked to Dave Cavill on the phone and met him briefly in Carson City. So I wish they'd be a little more. Now they're saying they're not going until Major League Baseball approves the relocation. That's when they're going to be more upfront.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
How about the fact that the Rio site was out there? Locals, I'm not going to speak for them, and I know you won't speak for all of them, but you're from there, you represent there. It seems like locals would have preferred that site be this option.
The Rio was the site that was preferred. Honestly, the most preferential site was the festival grounds on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. The problem was the owner, Phil Ruffin.
The Circus, basically right north of there, right?
Right north of Circus. Yeah. The owner, Phil Ruffin, who owns Circus, owns Treasure Island. He just he kept on moving the goalposts on any deal with the A's. That would have been the site that I think everybody would have preferred.
Is that because of location or space?
Near downtown. Yeah. I think you would have seen the casino owners. I have this on sources, but they said they would have backstopped the bonds. Yeah. So it wouldn't have been the public.
Right.
Because who are going to benefit the most? The owner of the Sahara, who also owns the Arizona Coyotes, the owner of the Stratosphere, the owner of Resorts World. They were going to benefit from this, and they wanted to see it down there.
It all seems like the Tropicana site is happening because it came free.
Well, it came free, and also MGM Resorts has 13,000 hotel rooms that surround that site, and they're not paying a nickel for it.
But they will benefit from that.
But they will benefit from it. There was also, so that's, the other site on Tropicana Boulevard, the Wild Wild West site, those 50 acres, seemed to be a great site. There was a lot of talk. For locals where I live out in Summerlin, it's easy to get to.
You don't have to go to the strip at all, right?
Straight shot.
Maybe the immediate neighborhood was in question about it. It needed some build out,
so
to speak.
But that's a lot of things.
So you're saying that even that remains a more priority option versus Tropicana? Or
no, right now it's tied to the Tropicana now.
Right. No, I get that, but I'm saying in terms of what people down there would have wanted.
Most people, I think, would have liked it in either on the, it could have been any of those other sites. I think Tropicana, people are worried about trying to get to the site, trying to get there. It's going to be that's going to be a challenge for everybody. But, you're talking 2028, the Tropicana interchange right now, that is really congested because that's right where Allegiant Stadium is. Right. The A's really wanted to be they said, kind of in the stadium district. Well, the Tropicana site, the original, the site, the Wild Wild West site, that was in the Stadium District in a sense because it's very close to T-Mobile and just a mile from Allegiant. Right. Now you've got on Tropicana where the hotel is, pretty much across the street from T-Mobile, down the street from Allegiant. So you kind of got the Stadium District that you want. Yeah. Question is, will this all happen? I mean, there's a lot of time will tell. Is all I got to say.
I've got 3 more things, and I'm only going to take 3 more of your minutes.
No worries.
You're busy here on your trip to Oakland.
I love it. I'm having a good time.
First thing is this: the Strip. I'm a father of a 6-year-old.
Right.
I don't know that in all my experiences to the Strip. No offense, I don't know that is the place for him. Has there been any conversation about how to obviously keep ticket prices friendly for families, but how to make an MLB experience family friendly? Like it is here, and it is at most ballparks. I question that part of it and how they would address that.
You know what? A lot of the Strip hotels are family oriented in some sense. You see, the big pool areas, and it's all families out there at the pools. A lot of these Strip hotels are not marketing to families, but families are welcome. Okay. We went through this back 20 years ago with trying to be family friendly.
Right.
And
this isn't new. I'm not bringing up anything new.
I think this will be. I think it would fit in to what to Vegas is what Vegas has become.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to be a question at all.
What's the appetite right now in Las Vegas? And I know you and I talked back in April or May, I don't know when that was, and you kind of said, well, I don't know yet because it hasn't been real. And the Golden Knights were in their playoff run, a lot was happening. So now that it's been established down there, what's the appetite for a couple things? Baseball in general, an expansion team over the A's, or flat out they want the A's? Where are you seeing that mix?
It's kind of all over the place, to be honest. I mean, I think there's a group of fans that really just want. They saw what the Knights did.
Right.
They want an expansion team.
Right.
They don't want, a team that they see where the A's are in the standings.
Yeah.
It's hard because I just spent a half hour in the clubhouse talking to 5 players who all played in Vegas for the AAA team, for the Aviators.
Right.
Love Vegas.
Right.
They're tuning it out. They just want to play baseball, and they're here and they like being in a major league team, and they understand it, and they understand it's a business. So but I think in the fans, nobody really knows because we want to see what happens with the Major League Baseball, and I think people are just wondering what's it going to cost us. That's what everybody thinks.